ball, permitted to make the charge start. All the other players have to be 3 metres away from them. And that charge start continues until one team has gained possession of the ball. We have going for Lithuania, Debausis, and he gets hand to the ball but can't actually collect it as clean. That is a classic example of a start, because Becker got there second, but there was no clear possession until he picked it up, and so the start continues till then. We have Lithuania pressing right from the beginning. So Austria have the ball, Lithuania are out attacking, and that's paid for them early on. Unusual to see this at this stage in the competition between teams at this level, and very, very pleasing it is to see. This could be a real thriller for us. Lithuania pumping the ball at the pitch. Now in the nice safe pair of hands, Kadauskas rotates the ball. Debusis. So Austria take a defensive position. Looks like a fairly classic 3-on-1. Obviously the favoured system in Germany filtered down to their neighbour. And Lithuania attacking. First real attack, but there's 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Again, I'm sure most of you know, but we have a 1 minute shot clock in canoe polo. And that draws that shot, and it's fairly comfortably saved, I would suggest, by Köhler, who's the captain in the Austrian goal, out for a corner. The basic canoe polo rules, ball and goal, pretty straightforward to anyone who's watched any degree of sport, but you are allowed to push someone with the ball, you are allowed to kayak tackle boat to boat someone with the ball, you can block with the paddles, and after that there are a few complex rules around obstruction and fouls, which I'll try and guide you through if we need to. But they're really just about player safety. So for those of you who are very new to the game, if the ball goes in the goal, that's a goal. If it doesn't, it's not. We have corners, goal line throws, sideline throws in the majority of sports. And anything that varies too much, we'll try and keep you on top of. So Austria enjoying a nice little period of possession here, just bringing the ball up, and that's Becker. And now the Lithuanians not pressing. I wonder if they thought that surprise might turn over possession for them. It certainly did. And this is men's Group A in the under-21 competition. Nice and steady, but 14 seconds. So again, the shot will effectively be forced by the clock. Becker takes the ball. There's a set play coming here, clearly to set up the shooter on this. That goal's not allowed. Nice finish that really from Fras, but there'd been a foul on the goalkeeper, clearly indicated by both referees. And so Lithuania live again. So 7 minutes remaining in the first half, no score. End-to-end stuff, both teams had chances, neither really driven that home. So who will score first? Will it be crucial? The next 17 minutes will tell for us. Now there's a shot clock reset, either way, whoever picks this up. And it's Austria. That could have gone either way there, I think, but Austria get the better of it, and they'll be grateful for that. Coming forward with Fras. Little no-look pass, and it delivers nicely. That's Lettner. Decided to recycle it out to Köhler, sorry. Now just that little conversation we so often see where two players are clearly setting something up. This time it looks like it's for Becker. He receives down on the right and takes his shot, comfortably blocked away by the defensive paddle of Debasis. Ball goes out. We obviously have a good selection of provided not match balls thanks to the sponsors, and the team's not permitted to use their own ball or bring their own ball, though there's often a little bit of dark arts involved, but the match ball's preferred and insisted on by the referees. Becker, Köhler and Becker again, so that's a combination I think we can expect to pick up on. Becker and Köhler, just the captain there. Köhler just controlling the play and trying to get a run out of Becker. We'll see if that's their go-to, but it certainly seems to be from these first attacks. Köhler again looking inside, yeah, and Becker. Oh, kayak tackle. I didn't think the referees were going to be happy with that. I'm sure Austria will feel they deserve to have that in the back of the net, but I think the referees were genuinely sorting out where the throw was taken quickly and not to their satisfaction. So that won't be a goal. So we've had 2 disallowed goals in the first 5 minutes, keeping the referees busy, but this will be Austria ball and it's to be taken by Frahaas. Gets a good shot away and there's a formal warning. That was for number 6, which must be Petrokas in the Lithuanian defence. Probably a paddle I didn't actually see, but I did see the clearly signalled formal warning by referee Bukash on this side. So he will have to watch his step, another deliberate foul, and he will get a green card, which is a sending off. Can't afford to do that as a captain. And again, a nice bit of discipline and recycling, I must say. Very measured play, under 21s, even the younger category, first time at championship. They're clearly not inexperienced players. They know what they're about and they know what they're going to do. They're not panicking and they're not getting desperate. There's a long way left in this game. And as I say, they're in a group of 5 and 3 progress, and these are the 2 lowest seeds. So there really is a lot of pride at stake here. They're close tied, and if it's your first championship, the job is to qualify for the next one. And again, there's a pretty decent game. On that occasion, it was Trondheim got the shot away, but comfortably blocked down. Both of these teams have got some biggish shooters. Oh, lovely bit of work through, and they're involving someone else. That time Curler decided to bring Fraas into play in that shot, so maybe they are just trying to change it up. Perhaps take our eye off Becker for a moment. They'll come back to him if he's the big finisher. But they've been working some inside passes for the last couple of attacks. Lithuania have been more than a match for it though. Defending very nicely. Again, a classic 3-on-1 defence. Many players will be familiar with that. Very popular defensive tactic. Lithuania, and they've slipped that out to 2-2, something a little bit more aggressive. You can see that. Just shot clock just being run down here a little bit by Austria. And now here we go, Becker. Curler. Driving in, trying to find something for himself. It's the first time he's done that. No. Again, that's a disallowed goal. Same thing again. 3 disallowed goals in 7 minutes. That's another goalie foul, costing Austria dear there, because they did get it in the net again. And is this going to cost them even more? Oh, that's beautifully found and beautifully saved. So we have their captain, Petrokas, gets his shot away. But the goalkeeper for Austria, Haas, he's not even their number 1 goalkeeper. That's a rush goalkeeping. They'll be grateful for him tonight. That wins them the game, that save there, because that could so easily have been the opening goal. Fly goalkeeper makes a save on the break. That's all his team can ask, and he's done it. Oh yes, classic. They're setting up a set play there. You can't hear them from our commentary position, but you can see the conversation. And over comes Deqing. He's going to be the man they look for, and he is. He gets a bit of pace on and receives the ball. That's a big shot off the bar, down and out off the goalkeeper's back, so that's a corner ball. Not straightforward for the referees, but clearly no trouble for this pair. Going to be taken by Deqing. Nice work. Guzdokas. Mikovic. Everyone just playing around here. Minute 40 on the clock, so we can't wait for the end of game shot. There's going to have to be something, and we're back to the play they set up a moment ago, but that's fumbled away. It's going to be retrieved by Guzdokas. And so now 30 seconds still to go. Yeah, they're quite definitely working this for Deqing on this left-hand side as we look at it, trying to pass it inside. That's coming up as a free shot. I think that was a paddle foul on a player trying to pick the ball out of the water, attempting to play the ball with his hand when somebody else has got a paddle in there, and that means he draws a foul. So this could be quite crucial. Now they've chosen to recycle it rather than force a shot. Good discipline, you might argue, or a chance gone. Depends on your point of view and how it plays out. That pass inside was optimistic, is a word I might like to use. Trying to go past two Austrian paddles, and of course it didn't. They brought it down, but can they clear that? That's a lot of pressure going on, but they have got the ball away. Curler now. Oh, that's beautiful closing down. That's the captain, Petrokas, came back to cover that and make him turn, and that is just a battle of the giants there. The two captains of the team just doing business together, and I would suggest that Lithuania's Petrokas got slightly better of that, and that breaks down. Austria under a little bit of time pressure from the shot clock now. It's 12 seconds. Don't want to fumble at that stage. Clears a pass, but it's weak. Well controlled, very nicely, and the shot away. That was asking a lot of Haas, and he's dealt with it. They got a reset because the shot was tapped out of play for a corner, so that could have been quite bad news if that had gone wrong for Austria, but they live to fight another day, and we've got 6 seconds on the clock. They'll enjoy the last shot. And again, that was blocked onto the bar. That could so easily have been the first goal, but we go into half-time with these two teams tied. We knew it'd be close at the beginning, and it's 0 for Austria, 0 for Lithuania. So the 19th and 20th seeds in this tournament are indeed toe-to-toe, head-to-head, face-to-face, nose-to-nose, and equal pairing. Half-time, 0-0. So in the half-time break, as the camera pans back, you can look across. The rain in Deqing has been almost non-stop through today. It is a little lighter than it's been just at the moment. It's brightening up. You can see the clouds in the background and some of the beautiful buildings. While we're just looking at the Austrian team there, the referee just warning them that there's been a few too many warnings, I think, there, but they are number 1, Becker, number 2, Lettner, number 3, the captain, Kohler, number 5, Kronheim, number 6, Haas, number 7, Högler, number 8, Fraas. And as I was saying, you can see the buildings of Deqing in the background. We have then Lithuania, number 1, Lipski, number 2, Dusdukas, number 3, Kuodis, number 4, Debasis, number 5, Mitkovic, number 6, the captain, Petrokas, number 7, Debasis, number 8, Rudenas, and number 9, Tomkovidas. So they're getting their half-time wisdom from the coaches. This is where the coaches really earn their salt. I always think, can you find one sentence or one turn of phrase in a close game that might go out with the players, stick with them, get you maybe that early goal, or stop the other team scoring an early goal and can take you on to a win? But all teams and all coaches will prepare well for the first game, but then after the first half you have to rejig things maybe. I suspect neither of them wanting to change anything too much at 0-0. But who's got the magic word? Who's got the magic sentence that can just give them that first little impetus that might lead to the first goal? Plenty of disallowed goals, so the ball's been in the net. No real contentious moments, I think. Two quite evenly matched teams playing themselves a fair old game. Yep, coach is calling them back. 3 minutes the maximum of half-time. It is enough time for a pep talk and a drink of water, but it's not much more than that. The referees will be calling them back. The half-time has to be a maximum of 3 minutes. Often the teams like to imagine it's a minimum of 3 minutes, but referee Anderson coming back to position, and from the fact he's taking his hood off, I'm assuming that the rain's eased off completely. We in commentary in the happy position that we're in a almost rain-proof tent. So, apart from a bit of paperwork and equipment getting wet, we're all right. The referee's not so fortunate. The referee's calling them up. Those teams need to be quick. Won't tolerate any dilly-dallying, either of these referees, nor any of the others, to be fair. Coach just going for a chat. Left that a bit late, in my opinion, but Mr. Anderson decides to indulge him and then sends him away. And so, the second half. A draw is a perfectly acceptable result in this situation, but obviously for us, the independent crowd, we'd love to see a winner and a loser, a bit of a battle. And here we go. So one player from each team will take the charge start. And the Lithuanian team in the yellow bibs will go from our left, and the Austrian team in the red boats, red bibs, will go from our right. Referee Anderson throws the ball in the middle. And here we go. That's superb. He'll take that for the team without any question. That's the basis, takes a boat in the buoyancy aid. There's a warning for his counterpart. Don't do that again. Well, it is a formal warning. He has to watch his step on all the fouls now, but it was appropriate. Caught him in the chest. So that's a formal warning for Becker of Austria. And the first attack goes Lithuania's way, and they get a corner out of it. So can they keep the pace up? I'm sure that's what the coach would have been urging them to do, and I'm sure that's what they're hoping to do. Now they've got this slight upper hand, but some decent shots, all been defended down well, getting through to the keepers who've been a match to it. But that pass, they'll be grateful, went out, and Austria are going to get to come away through Fras here. Lithuania not pressing. I think some of the players are and some not here. That's a communication error, but they've decided to drop back to goal. And the Austrians come with Fras now. Becker. So the common pairings, and that's it. Common pairings often used to work together, set plays, and this time it falls to Fras, moving at a bit of pace through the middle, obviously had a bit of time and effort, and he scores the opener. So the 20th seed, Austria, take a 1-goal lead over the 19th seed, Lithuania, after 11 minutes of this game. So 9 minutes to reply. Lithuania would be wise to stay calm, get to the game plan and try and dig their way back in as quickly as they can. And it would appear to be that's exactly the plan. As I say, there were a few years ago, a decade ago, under-21 teams were often very tactically naive, especially the less experienced ones. These two, first timers at a World Championship and anything but. They've waited patiently for that first goal, Austria, and now Lithuania respond as you would expect. They're just settling down, plenty of time, get on the game plan and do it right. Don't panic. Oh, and a mistake. That'll sting. He has recovered it and has made a decent pass out of trouble. So Tom Vidas can bring this forwards, recycle it through the middle. Everything seems to go through Petroka. So many captains do an amazing job. Juggles the board forwards, trying to get some pressure on Austria. Oh, and as I say, the captain needs to do something. He creates a drive and scores himself. That gets the equaliser by Trokas for Lithuania. So we're tied at 1. 8 minutes remaining on the clock. Set, poised perfectly for us, the independent observer. For those of you following either of these two nations, I wish you well. I hope your team scores the winning goal. But this is tight. It does go to show that the ICF rankings, putting these just one step apart, do tell pretty much the correct story. They are obviously very evenly matched, these teams. There's always an upset to be had on the early days of a World Championship, and I'm sure there'll be one today or tomorrow, no doubt about it. But these two teams should be evenly matched, and they are evenly matched. That's great for us. Nice tight game. And Austria, here they come. That's a nice pickup. That is good work. Can't get anything out of it, but that was Lettner. I think that's just about his first interaction with the game, and he was called on to make quite a difficult pickup there, but he was up to the job, got a shot away, but like his teammates, he's going to learn that he's going to have to do something a little bit special to score here. Yeah, classic set play. They're looking for an open man, and they've generated it. That did pay for them. He had time and space, just couldn't capitalise. The opportunity was created and fell for Kogler, but couldn't deliver. So we've rung a few changes for the Austrian team. You've got to blood the players in these games. They've got to get the experience. They have to get a feel for it. And it's important if you've travelled from Europe to Asia. We're 2 hours drive west of Shanghai here in Deqing. They have to get a game, they have to feel valued, and they are. That's some nice passing inside. Can't believe that didn't go in, and I don't suppose just Dukas can either. That was the inside of the bar without any shadow of a doubt. I thought that was destined for the back of the net, but must have been half a millimetre, the difference between that and a great goal. Some clever passing here from Lithuania. This could be their key. Corner ball. Enjoyed a nice little passage here. The Lithuanian team, the Austrian defence has been up to it. No. An illegal possession signalled by the referees. And that becomes Austrian ball, and they can take it from where the ball lands or where the foul was committed. Depends which they think advantages them most, and clearly there on the halfway line was better for Austria. And again, just disappointing from their point of view. They couldn't convert that. That was a very, very good chance. They won't get so many chances better than that in what remains of this game, I'm sure. Lithuania again ringing the changes, calling the shots, trying to plan something out. Let's see if we can figure out what they're saying when they actually start to move. I've got a feeling it might come over to Deqing 7 on this side as he runs. It does. And that's a decent shot that required a decent save, and Becker was good to that. Could see that just coming, but he did have some space. And again, a little nod there from Deqing. I wonder if they're going to run the same play again. It did nearly pay off. No, I think the distraction that was put up by Mikovic changed their mind. No, they're doing this a different way, that's for sure, starting the move on this side. And it's petered out a little bit because they've run out of movement, but they do have time to recycle it and reset it. I wonder if we're going back to plan A. Taking it himself to basis. Centre, Petrovkas, the captain, has he got an inside pass or is he going himself? Play on from the referees. That's a corner ball. There's a play on there. I'm not sure if the Lithuanians realise they could have recycled that. Now then, we've got a press on a corner from Austria. We've seen this pressing tactic from both these teams. It's up to them, it's their decision. It's brave and it's high risk, high reward. And on this occasion, Austria have picked the ball up. This is what we like to see. These teams happy to switch tactics, play around, see if they can find a chink in their opponent's armour. But that is nicely done until that pass gets blocked down by Lithuania. Is this going to cost them dearly? No. Oh, there's been some lovely risky play from both teams there. That's what we like to see. Skill set coming out, showing us what you can do. That's why they're at a World Championship. This is the stage for them to do it. Yeah, and we go inside the last 3 minutes. Austria have the upper hand. Lithuania press out now in their turn. Two teams who want to win this game. I was wondering whether they might both be happy with the draw. Well, they put those cards on the table. No, not at all. They both want to win this. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Oh, and that pass didn't quite make it. Can he get there? No. Austria retained possession. That could have gone either way. It was so close to being a foul. Could have fallen for either team there, but no. Austria, with the shot clock down to 16 seconds, retain possession and stay on the attack. I hope they realise the time. Surely they have. 13 on the clock. Set up your play quickly. Becker is either shooter or the passer. Looking inside on his own. Oh, skies it. No, it's tipped over. Corner ball, my bad. That was quite a shot then, because that was only just touched over. 1-1. 2 minutes to go. Corner ball. Austria on the slight advantage in the last few moments of play, but certainly nothing to write home about. Referee not happy with the way that throw was taken, I think, and calling Becker back. He looks, shakes his head, like the way he was doing it himself, but he wasn't getting away with it. That pass is controlled and re-delivered. Who's it going to fall for? I've no doubt they know who's going to shoot the next shot. There's a reset play on. Timekeepers have not seen that yet, but both referees clearly indicating a play on there. That's a ball recycled out the backhand, risky pass, but it gets to Curler. He decides to take a punt at that, but throws it over the top. That's the heroes or villains move, that. He was hoping that the snap shot might catch somebody unawares, but he missed the target. And now Austria are pressing. Man for man marking. As I say, high risk, high reward. If you can turn over the ball in your right near your opponent's goal, then you've got a chance of scoring there and then. And at this stage, that's what they want. This is good play from both teams. It really is. Mikovic trying to get the ball away. The ball does come up. Petrovkas gets it forwards. There's a tiny bit of space, but quickly goes down by Becker. Now there. This is the captain. Petrovkas, can he make this count? They've covered it, Austria, which could have been a very risky situation, but they've got there and made a block. Don't think that was a shot. It was too low. It must have just been blocked out, so the pass didn't receive. What are Austria going to do? Are they going? Yep, they're keeping this press on in its turn. They've decided they're going for it. 43 seconds to go. Shot clock doesn't matter now. That's a clever inside pass. That little no look. Who's going to get a shot away? The chance is sitting with Lithuania at the moment with just 30 seconds to go. Puts up a pass. Oh, yes. That is a man in his skill set. He's a big, strong man. Lipski got the ball and was able to ride the tackle, turn the pass, and he's put it away. So 30 seconds. Is there a reply in Austria? Will be hard for them if they concede that winning goal just 30 seconds from the end, but it does give them just that chink of opportunity to score. I don't want to slow this down. Clock is ticking. Slowly down. We're at 22 seconds. Oh, that's so easily touched out for a corner as the game clock drops on 14 seconds. They're barely going to have time to get this taken. It's going to have to be something quite desperate. And that's well worked considering everything. Yeah, that shot from Haas, not bad, but not good enough. And Lithuania run out 2-1 winners over close ranking rivals Austria. That is a battle in their gene pool. Frustration for Austria. Happy from Lithuania nicking that goal 30 seconds from the end. That is tough. They come over to the coaches, but just to confirm that Lithuania beat Austria by 2-1 in men's Group A in this under-21 competition. The next game on this pitch is scheduled to start